Let's hear from TB12 himself as Tom Brady has just addressed the media.
Holy cow.
Doug, what was your thought on the reception tonight by the fans of New England?
Sorry, couldn't hear you.
What were your thoughts of the reception tonight when you took the field, the fans?
It was great. It was great. That's a great night of football. Obviously a very tough game. It came down to just a couple plays, but glad we were able to win. And I'm sorry to keep you guys waiting. I wasn't anticipating this.
Were you surprised, or did you think you'd get, I mean, you got a few cheers while you were playing, but when you came out for warm-ups and people went nuts, cheering, awesome. Chanting, did that surprise you, or?
I'm not surprised. I try not to predict what was going to happen and how I'd feel, and had a few emotional moments this week just thinking about all the people that have really meant so much to me in my life and that are a part of this community. And I'm just very grateful for, amazing time here. And like I said, my football journey took me somewhere else, but I'm really enjoying that, and great to get a win, 3-1. I know to make it about the game, but 3-1 against a really good football team tonight's what we wanted to get done.
Tom, Bill was just in the locker room. Can you discuss your interactions with Bill on the field and I guess in the locker room after the game?
Yeah, all those are personal. So we've had a personal relationship, and for 20 plus years. So he drafted me here, and I've had a lot of personal conversations that should remain that way, and they're very private. And I would say so much is made of our relationship, and as I said earlier this week, from a player standpoint, you just expect the coach to give you everything he's got, and I'm sure as a player that's what he was hoping from me. But nothing's really accurate that I ever see. It's all kind of definitely doesn't come from my personal feelings or beliefs. And I have a lot of respect for him as a coach, and obviously a lot of respect for this organization and all the different people here that try to make it successful.
Were you surprised to see him after the second time, I guess, afterwards?
No, we just said we'll catch up after the game for a little bit.
Tom, was it different going up against some of these guys in practice, and now you go up against them in the game? Is there a different feel when you do that?
It doesn't count in practice, so nothing matters if you give touchdowns or interceptions, so it all counts out here. It was a tough, hard-fought game. It was very typical Patriot-type weather. Very tough to come into the environment. I thought the fans did a great job at that little, what do they call that horn, that foghorn, whatever. Man, that thing's loud as could be. You don't think about it much when you're, trying to, when the defense is on the field. I just happened to be on the field when that thing was going off. So it's a great home field advantage. The fans were amazing. And just happy to, for our team personally, just for us to get a win in a really tough environment. It's tough to do in the NFL.
Tom, you ran out of the tunnel and you did your 100-yard run that you've done so many times, but you ended in the opposite end zone. What was going through your head? What was your first thought there?
Well, I couldn't run through the normal tunnel, so it just happened to be the opposite way tonight. And it's just fun, a lot of emotions, and it's a very, very emotional week. Just, again, these guys are like my brothers, you know what I mean? And I got to, there's two groups of people, all of my Bucs teammates that I love and I'm going to battle with every week. And then there's another group of guys that I see, and those are my friends that I've been with for a long time, Matt Slater and Kyle Van Noy and Dante Hightower and John and Devin and David Andrews and Hoyer, and there's a whole crew, Josh, and it's just, these are the people that I've shared my life with, and very grateful for everything that they've contributed to my life.
I know,
very blessed.
I know winning means more to you, but being able to get the NFL passing record,
Yep.
What did that mean for you tonight?
I just think it's an amazing statistic in that so many people can share in it with me. So quarterback doesn't throw and catch. Quarterback can just throw it. And it's yards, passing yards have to be caught. So I just hope that everybody who caught passes from me over the years just had a little smile on their face tonight, just knowing that they contributed to, a very cool record. And there's some people that have kind of preceded it by name. Drew Brees, who I look up to, is a hell of a guy. Great player, Peyton Manning, who's one of my all-time favorites. Brett Favre, Dan Marino. But obviously, my teammates who caught all these passes over the years mean an awful lot to me.
Tom, the defense defended you tonight. What do you think of the way Belichick and that defense defended you?
They did a good job. They did a good job. I mean, it was a tough game, hard-fought game. We ran the ball well, moved it. We just didn't get it in the red zone. You know, we had a few kind of costly drive-killing kind of mistakes that limited us really scoring touchdowns. It would have been a lot different. But you know, just proud of our teams. Tough weather. You know, just a very typical day. We had to grind it out.
Defensive attack, what you expected from Belichick, knowing him so well?
They did a good job. Yeah, they did a good job. I mean, they got a good team. They got good cover players. They got, you know, they got a good rush. Got some good hits on me tonight, so I'll be a little sore tomorrow.
Tom, your thoughts on Mac Jones? The other day you said you hadn't seen much of Mac Jones, but now you have. So just your impressions of his performance tonight. What are you able to watch?
He did a great job. Did a great job. I think that offense does a great job. Josh really dialed up some good plays too. So they kind of hit everything. I saw him come in and a couple reverse passes and throwback, and they did a good job. But in the end, it always comes down to a couple plays. Happy we made them. Ryan made a huge kick. You know, he made a few big ones last year for us. I know Nick got a good hit on that one there at the end. It just was a little bit left.
If this is your last game at Gillette Stadium, how do you kind of put into words what this place meant to you? And is it a little sweeter that you were able to pull out a win?
It's been a great stadium, you know, for me for a long time. So I don't know what the future holds. You know, obviously there could be an opportunity to come back here. So we'll see. I feel like I'll always be a part of this community, and I'll be up here quite a bit when it's all said and done. When I retire, I'm sure there'll be, you know, a lot of time for, you know, I have a lot of friends up here, and it's a great place. And again, my kids were born on Beacon Street in the city, and you know, it's been an amazing place for me. It still is, and I obviously see a lot of familiar, friendly faces, and it's great to see you guys too.
Hey Tom, you talked about preparation and how emotional it was this week. So for everything that you expected, and then as it turned out tonight, what was the difference in how you had to try to lock in this week and how it all turned out?
I feel good that we won. You know, I feel good that we won. I think that, again, I didn't try to, it was just some emotional moments thinking about coming up here and playing. And again, I know why it's tough to come in here and win a game, you know, all these years. This team does a great job. They make you earn it. They're not going to win every game. But, you know, it's a tough football environment. The crowd's into it. I'm really happy we got a win.
Is that the football from the record?
A tough football environment indeed, but Chris, what did you notice about Tom Brady and his demeanor when he came into this game, when you saw all the pregame footage of who he was shaking hands with? What did you notice about him?
I'm just amazed with how, accommodating he is, right? Such a big moment, the pressure of the game, the magnitude of the whole situation, you know, NBC pregame show where everybody's there, and he's just saying hi to everybody. Oh, Drew Brees, come to me. You know, hey, we'll talk here. Hey, ex-player, this guy, hello. I'm amazed by his calmness, and then he shows it on the football field. They don't give him any big plays. He kind of just continues to play a really clean football game, and of course battles and is so clutch. Brady's amazing. Never seen anything like him. The clutchest quarterback I've ever seen.
Hi, I'm Mike Tirico, and thanks for watching. Make sure to hit subscribe for the latest news and highlights from NBC Sports.